welcome back to Hot Water Wrestling. Well, since we were talking about Edge today, I figured with my DVD review, I'm going to do two DVDs today. The first one is Edge, Decade of Decadence. Well, the packaging is really cool. You have Edge reflected in the sunglasses on the cover. Here's the back. This DVD does not have a documentary. What they did was they had Edge kind of sitting there on a couch with a bowl of popcorn, decked out in Edge clothing, you know, talking about how great he is and how he likes to sit around and watch himself. You know, it's kind of like, you know, some goofy little thing. But anyways, yeah, they didn't really put a documentary, which I was a little disappointed because I know that Adam Copeland, Edge, is very passionate about the business of wrestling and has loved it since he was a kid. And I know he used to dress up at home, much like, you know, Jeff and Matt Hardy, and run around in his backyard with his friends and wrestle and all this. And I really wanted them to get into that with this DVD. So, you know, from that perspective, it's a little disappointing. I really wanted to have a nice Edge documentary on there. And I've noticed that WWE recently has kind of gone away from the whole documentary in-depth thing. I don't know why. I wish I kind of had an answer to that. I really enjoyed disc one being more of a storyline with the next two discs being matches. But this is 3 discs of matches. And it goes in chronological order. It starts from, you know, Edge's beginning and takes us all the way to, I think, about, in the 2008. It takes us right on into, yeah, it takes us right up to SummerSlam in 2008. All the discs are great. Like I said, it goes in chronological order, and you have that, you know, great Edge versus Mr. Perfect match, and you've got 2 great Edge versus Kurt Angle matches, which are some of my favorites. Anything with Kurt Angle, I just love. I think he's a great wrestler. And talk about another emotional hothead who goes over the top with his acting, but I don't know. And of course, you know, we got the Hulk Hogan Edge tag team thing on here, which is kind of cool. And then of course you got like one of my very favorites, I don't know why, but the ECW One Night Stand match with Edge, Mick Foley, Lita versus Terry Funk and Tommy Dreamer and Belua. I don't know if I said her name right. It's been a while. That's a great match. That's really cool. I always kind of like that match. And you also have the Undertaker Edge matches on here. 2 namely, which would be the Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match that went down at the One Night Stand, and their SummerSlam. The DVD ends with their SummerSlam match, Edge versus Undertaker, and those matches are just great. Edge vs. Undertaker matches are awesome. So is about the WrestleMania one, and I'm not sure. I don't think they didn't include the WrestleMania Edge vs. Undertaker on here. You know, disc 2 has an Intercontinental match between Edge and Randy Orton, which I really enjoyed. You know, all in all, it's a really cool DVD. I highly recommend it if you're an Edge fan. If you're not really a big Edge fan, obviously I don't have to tell you, you'd probably skip this because there isn't really a juicy documentary on here. But you know, like most WWE DVDs, but especially this one, what's cool about it is that you don't have to really sit down and watch it all at once, or even watch one of the discs all at once. You can kind of watch a match here and a match there, and you know, you can milk it out over a week or 2 before you even make it through the entire DVD. But it's you know, it basically goes in chronological order, and it's a cool DVD. Edge, Decade of Decadence. Check it out. The next one is brand new, and this is the Best of SmackDown. And this one just came out recently. I liked it. I liked it more than I thought I would. And I actually thought that Michael Cole and Matt Stryker did a really amazing job hosting it. And what they did was they did a countdown from 100 all the way down to 1 of the supposed greatest moments of the show. So we start at number 100. There's a lot of recaps on here, a lot of historical recap, I guess mini documentaries we would call them, that are on the disc that are really cool to watch. I watched disc 1, disc 2, and I'm halfway through disc 3 right now. Again, this is another one that you really don't have to sit down and watch this thing all the way through the first time. It's something that you can watch in bits and pieces. String it out, you know, get a break here, a break there, you throw it on, watch a couple. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. There's just great stuff on here. A lot of good Eddie Guerrero matches. There's an Undertaker versus Randy Orton match, which I had never seen, I don't think, which was really cool. Then there was a JBL versus Eddie Guerrero steel cage match, which I liked a whole lot. That was a very good match. And you got the handicap match of The Rock versus the Dudley Boys, which is a cool match. Yeah, really good. They had Mr. Kennedy on here, which I was shocked. They gave him an entire segment. And this was actually produced, you know, after he was released from the company. So I was actually quite shocked about that. They got some good Mick Foley stuff on here. If you're a Mick Foley fan, they have this segment where they show all these office locations he had when he was commissioner. So be it in like the washroom, or be it in the basement, or be it out in the parking garage or whatnot. This guy was all over the arena, if you remember back then when he was commissioner. And it's cool to see all those all in a row. But all in all, they put some good matches on here. There's some stuff that's missing, you know, like any best of. They're never going to please everybody, but it's actually worth buying. I was a little skeptical about the set, you know, because I'm kind of like turned off on WWE at the current moment. And you know, I hate how they blur out the old logo, the WWF logo. They blur that out, and that kind of gets annoying. But then your eyes get used to it, so whatever. But yeah, I had the best of Raw, so I figured I had to get the best of SmackDown. You get the little hologram cover on here, woo, you know. But all in all, it's fun. It's worth it. You know, you can pick this up for like 22 bucks, and it's worth it, and it's cool. So check it out. And I'll see you next time on Hot Water Wrestling.